wasn't recording the whole time. So I posted a video before about how I like to rig a mouth using one drawing node and just breaking it up into the 4 art layers: overlay, underlay, line, and color. And it's a great method because you don't have to sync any drawings, but you can still have individual control of each of the individual mouth pieces. But what I'm looking at is a problem here, and let me show you what it is. So here's a rig with the old mouth, and if we go into the drawing view, you see that each part is separated on the overlay, line art, color art, and underlay. I'm sure you guys noticed the problem. I put my line for my lips and the inside color of my mouth on 2 separate art layers. Now that is a necessity if you need to cut a mouth. But the problem is, now I need more layers. I need 1 more layer for my bottom teeth, and I don't have that. I can't put it on the overlay because that gives me less control. So there must be a better solution. So after many hours of thinking with my own brain power, came up with an idea. And when I say me, I mean Jordan Beatty did this in his rig and I copied it. The solution is actually quite simple. You need to use a color selector. Great. What's a color selector? So color selectors are a little bit like art layers, but they use these color IDs to help identify them. You can see on this mouth, we have our top teeth on our overlay, and on our line art, we have our lips, line, and the fill on the same layer. Now, this gives us an extra spot for our tongue and our bottom teeth. But you guessed it, we still need to separate our lips and our inside mouth. And that's where our color selectors come in. So if we look in our node view, this is how it's set up. I have my line art layer, and underneath it, I have 2 color selectors. One for my line color, and one for my fill color. So in theory, that gives us 2 extra layers. So now let's jump into a clean file and set this up from scratch. So the most important thing for this to work is we need to have a palette for our elements. Each element of our mouth needs to have a separate color ID. These colors can be the same color, they just need to have a separate box for each piece of the mouth. So my line, my teeth, my tongue, and my inside mouth have a separate color. So let's quickly draw in our artwork. Here are all our mouth pieces, and if we go into our drawing view, we'll see that the line and fill is on the same art layer for each piece of the mouth. But now when we go to cut our pieces, we'll get that same problem we were expecting. Our lips line doesn't overlap our teeth and our tongue because it's on one art layer. We need to separate it. That's what we use our color selectors. So let's grab 2 of them. Using Alt, we'll connect them to our line art layer. Right now, they're not doing anything because we need to assign a color to them. Press the yellow box and our layer properties menu shows up. Let's press this plus icon and let's find our color palette. I called mine mouth, and you can see all the individual colors show up. Let's make this one our line art color. Notice how the line color appeared back on stage?
Wow.
That's what we want. For the other one, I'm gonna select my inside mouth color instead. So now we basically have our line art and color art layers. Let's rename these so we don't get confused. Now we can use our inside mouth fill to cut our mouth shapes and put our lip line color in front. Just like that, we have a perfectly cut mouth. Another advantage to this method is it's very easy to adjust our drawing and create new drawing substitutions. We can duplicate one. We can just move the points to where we want them to be. And since our lip line and lip fill are on the same art layer, it makes it a lot easier to manipulate. So that's it guys, I just wanted to share this short tutorial with you. I thought it would be very, very useful. Let me know if you have any thoughts, any questions, let me know in the comments. Keep an eye out guys, I'm working on a few new character rigs for you guys. They should be available in the next couple weeks. And that's all the time we have for today, so I'll see everyone in the next video. Happy animating.